Alright, this is Justice League number 29. It is written by Van Morrison, and it is part 2 of that story about them evil genies. It's called Christmas times 5. That's like a little bit of maths, a little equation for you to do. And this is Superman. If you've never seen him before, this is what he looks like. And in this one, Superman, he gets into a fight with Captain Marbles, the real one, Billy Batson. Guest starring the Justice Society of Superheroes. And there's some of the other characters there. We start off and we have got this group here. They're like the High Council of the DC Universe. And that is Shazam, the Wizard, the Pantsless Stranger, Papa Smurf. This is Zeus from the Hercules films. And this one is Zuras from the Eternals. He's an old Jack Quimby character. And these have gathered together to talk about the evil genies. There is 5 of them, and they are really, really powerful. And they're discussing all the horrible things that are happening on Earth because of the evil genies. And then we see all the horrible things that are happening on Earth because of the evil genies. And it is total mayhem. It's like absolute bedlam. Like, if you look closely there, that plane, the front part of it has gone missing. And here we have got 2 bits of money falling out of the sky. And that's like the height of evil. And down the sides we have got the cast of the characters. I'll go over that now actually. We start off, we have got Superman. And then we have got the Flask, that's Wally West. Chelsea Kane, Mockingbird, Archangel, Mr. Fantasticals, Green Lanterns, this is the Kyle Reese version, and Captain Marbles, the real one, Billy Batson. And up here we have got the other Green Lanterns, this is John Scott, my favourite of the Green Lanterns. Underneath him we have got the other Flask, my favourite Flask as well, because he has got a funny hat. That is the Black Panther, Wonder Woman, Spectre, my favourite DC character, and this is Johnny Thunders, but when they reimagined him as Jakeem Thunders, and he was still rubbish. And this is a good double splash page showing all the carnage that the genies are causing. Because these genies, they're not like the normal genies, like Robin Williams. They aren't giving people free wishes. They're just being evil and doing naughty stuff. And I even look at Chelsea Kane. Look at how terrified she is. She looks like she has just received a phone call saying that Marvel aren't gonna publish her Vision miniseries. Then we have got an advert for the Mod Squad. I have never heard of it. And that is Claire Danes there, looking ugly like she always does. That is probably Michael B. Jordan. And this guy, he was Phoebe's brother on Friends. And here's a little fun bit of trivia for your brains. Before he was Phoebe's brother on Friends, he was in another episode of Friends where he played a different character. And that character met Phoebe and gave her a condom. And I always liked the idea that they actually weren't 2 different characters. They were just the same character. And he met his sister and he just didn't realise they were related. Except in the first appearance of Phoebe's brother, he says, I have never been to New York City before, so they can't be the same character. They've got to be 2 different characters who just happen to look identical and both met Phoebe. And then Kyle Reese, he starts fighting the evil genie, and someone is crying out for help. They're going, help, help, my wife is turning into ice cream. She is dying in the sun. Help me. Just put her in the freezer, you fucking div. The genie beats up Green Lanterns and then starts fighting Mr. Fantasticals, and he turns Mr. Fantasticals into stone. And then on the Justice League base on the moon, Superman, he recaps the story quite well for new readers. He goes, we have lost Green Lanterns and Mr. Fantasticals. A 5-dimensional entity is devastating downtown Keystone City. I am going to find a way into the 5th dimension and put an end to this before any more lives are lost. And there, Captain Marbles, the real one, Billy Batson, he shows up on the moon. And then we have got this subplot here with this fella. He used to be on the Justice League, but he's not anymore, and he is bitter about it. But he has got an evil genie, and he is going to go up onto the moon and take over the Justice League. And to do this, he has gotten 2 old members of the Justice League, and he is mind controlling them. That is Rayman, and this one here is called Gypsy, except you shouldn't call her that because it is offensive. And then we have got this page here with the Spectre, and I'm just going to read the whole thing out because I like it. Spectre is my favourite character. The astral boundary. That is quite a sight. The rock he is embedded in must be 1,000 miles across. Scale is meaningless in weight. Something moved on the peak. Whoever imprisoned the Spectre here was pretty serious. Power on this scale is not available from anywhere. I know. See? It is playing a game with us. Whatever it is smart plus, and it is invading the universe by taking down the big players first. All of this, the animals, the ecology, it is alive, growing. And there we have got like the Spectre, and he's like all transformed into a rock. Green Lanterns, we've been completely outmaneuvered. We cannot free the Spectre without destroying all this. They have trapped him in a living, breathing micro-world. And that is like a big idea. That is Van Morrison's idea there. And there's some rubbish with Joaquin Thunders being boring. And Wonder Woman shows up. And back on the Justice League moon base, Captain Marvels goes up to Superman. And he starts just beating him up. He like really starts pounding on him, really wailing on him. And he actually manages to knock Superman out. And Minuteman, he's all like, not many people can do that. And Captain Marbles, the real one, Billy Batson, he's just like, I got lucky. And he is vulnerable to magic. And he is going to go to the 5th dimension instead of Superman, because he thinks Superman should be behind on Earth. And then we have got the subplot with this bitter old man. He shows up on the moon base and he beats up Minuteman. And he goes and he's like, after all these years, the throne is mine. And then Super Steelman shows up. So the next issue, Super Steelman is going to fight the bitter man. And then we have got Wonder Woman and Chelsea Kane and Black Panther. They're fighting the Genie, and Joaquin Thunders is being boring. And what happens is Joaquin Thunders summons up his Genie, his magic Genie. And that is going to fight the evil Genie. And that is to be continued. I like this comic, really. It's Van Morrison. I usually like him. And even though I hate Johnny Thunders, and this is basically a story about 5 Johnny Thunders genies, there's good little subplot bits with like the bitter man, or like fun little set pieces like Superman and Captain Marbles, the real one, Billy Batson, and a good little set of characters between the Justice League and the Justice Society of Superheroes. So even though I shouldn't like this story because it deals with a character that I hate, I do like it. I rate it 7 thumbs up.